Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to Meet the Players. In this video, we're gonna introduce the players in the narrative campaign. It's pretty late Friday. People have been talking back and forth, getting a feeling with their kill teams, evolving some personal characteristics of their kill team leaders, and talking the beginning of the story back and forth, fleshing out, which is really cool. Tomorrow morning we'll start playing the first games, and I'll be sure to take lots of footage, and we'll obviously, to give you a chance to follow, start tomorrow with a recap of the general story of this and not just focusing on individual kill teams. Anyhow, now I'm proud to bring on 5 fantastic people and their background. And before I do, I'll quickly summarize my own kill team. I've chosen to play somebody who is not very relevant for the story, as that would be sort of unfair. I've also neglected to allow myself any bonuses during this campaign. But to remedy that, I'm playing Harlequins, so I'm sure I'll manage. Anyhow, the quick story of my Harlequins is basically they went through a warpway, tracking a chaotic artifact that needs to be destroyed, and once they were through, the warpway was destroyed behind them due to a chaotic influence. And that's pretty much it, and now they're stuck on Ausum. But as said, they're niche characters, and check out the next 20 minutes or so, where you'll meet the other players, hear a bit about who they are and what they're playing. Sleeping Bear.
Yep.
Who are you?
I'm a long-time LARPer and role player. Been playing wargaming for about 5 or 6 years. Mostly Mordheim, a bit of Frostgrave, some 40k, mostly 7th edition in there. I'm a Necro Player, very much so. And I'm gonna cleanse the universe of all those pesky life forms.
Indeed.
Also, it's your fault, you woke me up.
Also, you're a tenacious board gamer.
I also play some board games. I've played... I'm not gonna list them all.
No, you don't have to. But that should give people a general idea. So, in this campaign, you're playing the first awoken Necrons from a satellite tomb world from the something dynasty?
I believe it's the Sortek dynasty.
The Sortek dynasty, and they've been awoken by this artifact that have been brought to the surface of this planetoid.
Yes, actually the way we roll it, the way we do it, Ben Goss has been awake all this time.
Yeah.
He's been awake for so long, but he hasn't had the power to wake up anybody else. Ben Goss being this mad cryptech who was
marooned by the Overlord.
And he had this crazy idea that maybe we shouldn't give the Catan our bodies and go into metal bodies. I know, very crazy, but he went with that.
During the course of the story of Ausumgaard, he will be one of the major characters.
He will, and he is also he's very much like sort of a Sandred character in that he enjoys dialogue with other races. He's not into the whole we are mindless robots who kill everything. He's more like, can we maybe work something out about not letting the warp overtake the world?
Exactly. And we made a lovely model for him too, mainly using Chemry bits.
Mainly using Chemry bits and a bit of Warrior and Immortal.
Yeah, and some Necromunda bulkhead scraps that I cut out to fit.
Honestly, I'm not that into the whole scratch building and stuff like that. I have 10 thumbs, but they're all up for what Aaron does.
But you're greatly into the storytelling part, which makes you awesome to bring to a narrative campaign.
I really enjoy the story parts of both 40k, and I've read some books, and I really
You got
enjoy.
me into reading 40k novels.
Yeah, 40k novels. There are a couple of really good ones out there.
Yeah.
There are also some not so good ones.
But during this campaign, we'll follow a squad of immortals that have been awoken by Ben Gors.
Yes, they've been hacked.
And he has hacked them to believe they're taking orders from the Overlord.
Yes, basically it starts with Centos waking up, seeing the face of his beloved Overlord, giving him orders, waking up the rest of his squads, going out past a parade of all his fellow warriors and immortals and all the other guys, Lich Guard, all the other guys.
Unaware that they're asleep?
Unaware that they're asleep, unaware that the person who really woke him up was Ben Gors, but he has been hacked, so what he sees is not what he really sees.
And during the campaign there will be situations where Ben Gors controls him.
He will lose consciousness at a few points, and it will be Ben Gors who takes over.
Yeah. And his squad are more mindless than he is.
They are basically... They're at the servitor level of consciousness, if we should give them any.
Also, not so relevant for your matches, but Ben Gors controls a vast amount of canoptek creatures that has terrorized the planetoid for around 5,000 years. And those will play parts in other people's scenarios, leading up to, of course, the events where the Necron force... I'm not saying Ben Gors will be on the battlefield at any point, but he will. And that will be another power level where the kill teams pretty much have a job of getting the hell out because the giants are fighting.
I'm very much looking forward to that. I have no idea what this is about, but I'm very much looking forward to Ben Gors kicking other people's ass.
As you might have noticed, most of us, actually all of us, comes from a role-playing background, and we like the storytelling, the what is going to happen part of gaming.
Yeah, we do.
So, if you have any questions for Sleeping Bear, we will upload this tonight, Friday, and at Saturday night, if there are any questions that requires an answer, we will make a quick Q&A when we're done playing the last match on Saturday night. So ask away, and on to the next Meet the Players.
Hi, hey, I'm Robin. I am a veteran jack of all trades geek. I started in pen and paper role-playing and live role-playing in '88 at the age of 13, and I've played a number of board games, tabletop games, all sorts of things ever since then, a lot. I started out playing Warhammer in around 1990, I think. Warhammer Fantasy, and moved into Warhammer 40k 2nd edition, Rogue Trader. Yeah, way back then. Let's see, I played Warhammer Fantasy mostly for a long time, and then I switched to 40k small handful of years ago, I guess. And I have a depressing number of armies. Started out with Blood Angels and have now gone regular Marines, Tyranids, Eldar. I have a Tau army, an Orc army. Accidentally just bought a Dark Eldar army. It's completely out of hand by now. Let's see. As a rule, if it exists, I've played it at some point. I paint a lot. These days I work as a commission painter. It's a very recent thing, but it seems to be going rather well. great feeling being able to make money off one's hobby, I guess. It's very zen. As for this campaign, I play the Imperial Guard. I insist on calling it Imperial Guard, not Astra Militarum, and now I have an excuse because the campaign is set about 5,000 years before someone came along and called it something else. So there. They represent the planetary defense force of Awesome. All of them a little bit surprised and worried about all these things happening at the same time. Weird spaceships showing up in orbit and crashing into a nice planet, and generally just wondering what's going on and can everyone please get off our lawn. That would be nice. More specifically, in the campaign, my kill team consists of a squad of veterans called the Roughnecks, who are being sent out to investigate and recon, I guess, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and possibly kill everything if things go according to plan. I realise that I am by far the squishiest kill team out there, so hopefully my flashlights will not fail me. I'm fairly certain I'm going to die horribly, but I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory.
Well, hello, and I am Lasvar. I'm the guy who's part in the really long rant, and I'm a gamer that comes from a role-playing and board gaming tradition mostly, and then later on miniature wargaming for about 25 years now. And especially a lot of Warhammer Fantasy and a lot of skirmish wargaming. A bit of 40k as well, but mainly the other things, and I'm looking forward to this campaign.
So I'm Louise, and I have a background in LARPing and a bit of role-playing. I've played skirmish wargames for 5 years. Mortime, Frostgrave, and now Shadowball Armageddon. Yeah, and that's about it.
So, for this campaign, I will play the Space Pirates of Nurgle. The purveyors of heresy. And we are a dastardly bunch who just pulled off a huge coup on the Empire. We took, not the Empire, well, the human Empire, yeah, the Empire.
Yeah, sure.
The Empire of Mankind has just lost one of the biggest archaeotech vaults to my men. We stole it all. Everything that we could get our filthy hands on, everything that was nailed down, then we took everything that was nailed down, and then we stole the nails as well. Shipped off and got kind of ran into an Imperial patrol, and they chased us.
Caught.
No, we didn't get caught. We ran away and they followed, and then finally we blew up their ship with our ship, and then we made a controlled landing on this new planet without the rear part of our ship, which we had used constructively to disable the Imperial attack craft that was following us. That frigate is dust now, along with most of our ship. But the main thing is their Imperial ship is dust now, and now all we need to do is pick up a new ship, and we're on with a hole, and we'll win this thing, no problems.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, easy peasy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm playing my 6th incarnation of Dark Elders, and Red Sunyak, my siren, is on an important mission to, well, fetch one of the artifacts you have stolen.
Reappropriated.
Okay. Rescued.
Rescued, yes. Rescued. We rescued that.
And well,
Which
we
one
are-
do you want? We have like a bunch.
the left.
Left one? We like the left one.
I know. But I want.
It's pink.
Shiny. Okay. Um, so, yeah, the rest of the kill team, they do not know what the mission is. They are gladiators, and they have been chosen for personal reasons. Sonyak has pretty much chosen expendables. There is her, well, friend who is getting a bit too cocky, and well, she wants to be king instead of the king. And
We can work with that.
yeah. So Gaia is definitely expendable, and we'll see how that goes. But as of now, we one of the wrecks blocked our exit. So actually, as of now, we can't get home. So we're in a jungle, lots of ruins, and the mission, yeah, we're gonna get there, but first there will be survival, and Gaia will live to see at least one other day.
And last but not least, Anna.
Hello.
And your background as a gamer.
My background as a gamer is that I have done a lot of RPing and LARPing, and not so much actually doing the Warhammer thing. I have been playing Mordheim once. I did win that game. I have played Frostgrave,
Mm.
and I have played a game of Blood Bowl as well,
Which one?
which I won too.
You
Actually.
have a good winning record.
Yes, I do have that. Yes, but let's see.
What, 2 out of 3 games
yeah.
in total.
Yeah, I did not win Frostgrave at all.
Anyhow, you're borrowing my Dark Angel Scouts
Yes,
to
I am.
take on the protagonist role in this story, pretty much.
Yeah.
For those of you who read the introduction story, obviously it was the Dark Angels chasing the heretic
Yes, we do
started
that.
ship.
We do that.
And after the crash, the top of the ship's command are missing in action. So
Yes.
let's hear about your kill team.
My kill team is a scout kill team. And the boss, the sergeant, is Sarakiel, which is handling the command now, which is surprising for him. But he will manage, I'm sure.
He's a veteran sergeant. We
Yes,
agreed.
he is, yes.
He actually used to be a Deathwing, but chose the scout sergeant life.
Yes, he was scouting out people and doing that
Yeah.
a lot.
Being a spotter for the inner circle.
Yeah, like that.
And it should also be mentioned for the story, there is a squad of Deathwing left on the ship in reserve, and there is a Librarian who would take charge, but the warp storms have messed up his brain, and he has a nosebleed and can't
Yeah,
really
he's
communicate.
pretty fucked. So we had an inner circle meeting. We were like 5 people or something, and we all decided that Sarakiel is gonna be in charge because he's the only one who can do it.
And
He will.
and dispatching the Green Marines into an unknown jungle is not necessarily solving anything, it's just losing Marines, while taking
Yes,
scouts in you might
yes.
actually achieve something.
Yes, that was his argument, his main argument. And yeah, he's gonna thrive through.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yes.
And the goal is basically to take out the heretics and then find a way off the rock.
Of course, we need to
not
find
the rock, but that rock.
Yeah, we totally need to find a way off the rock because, yeah, our spaceship got very much destroyed. Not completely, but what did you say, 500?
The front 500 meters.
Yeah. So that's not gonna fly anytime soon.
Literally.
Literally. So yeah, that's the story.
We're looking very much forward to that. I can say there are some narrative missions that I'm looking forward to a lot concerning the story of these. I'm a Dark Angel player, and they have a special place in my heart, and I love to take their dark background and just put a pinch of it into everything they do. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And more on that, obviously, when we get to the background of Awesome and slowly build up the narrative. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll start gaming and getting into the action. So see you then. Take care and bye-bye.
And done.